What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over how you can unlock the automatons with Dampé in Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. You see this file? See this file right here? And how it doesn't say a time? That's because the recording was corrupted. And that's this entire video. Okay, let's re-record the last 40 minutes. Automatons with Dampé was shown thoroughly throughout all of the preview trailers of Echoes of Wisdom. And from this moment you start playing the game, you're gonna wonder, how do you actually get them? The short answer is you can't. Only after the events at Hyrule Castle, a little bit before the halfway mark of the game, can you actually find Dampé hanging out in the world. Over here at the church, if you head up just a little bit, is going to be one of the places that you could trigger Dampé. I know that there's also a location right about here-ish. It actually might be right about here. But it doesn't matter which one that you go ahead and trigger to, it's still the exact same quest that's going to start with him and a crow. And he's going to say, the key that you got there is really important to me. Now be a good little birdie and fork it over. And Dampé is going to be at war with a crow. Are you ignoring me? Stop being a pest and give me the key. Get it? Because crows like shiny things. You sure can. After defeating the crow, Dampé got his key back and he's like, hey, why don't you come on over to my house? Yeah, no problem, guy. And oh, yeah, his quest is called Automaton Engineer Dampé. His house is located right here. Hey, you're here. I've been waiting for you. How'd you get here so fast? Welcome to my top secret workshop, Dampé Studio. All right, before I forget, here's your reward. Pumpkins. Anywho, I work night and day making automatons here in my studio. Guessing you don't know the joy of automatons. Well, alrighty, allow me to introduce you to the dazzling world of my clockwork beauties. Automatons are works of pure art inspired by monsters. I pour my soul into each and every one. My automatons, are so flashy they'll even fight for you. Just deploy with care. I'm sure you'd be great with them. Pretty sure anyway. Enough of my yammering, it's time to get hammering. I like that. Well, I'd like to anyways, but lately I've been struggling. See, I'm in an artistic rut, so off I take a walk to clear my head and get accosted by a crow. Can you believe it? At any rate, it got me thinking about making a real zinger, something that can shoot up into the sky, so it led me to a concept, but I need more than just one idea for my creative pursuits. I need inspiration. If I saw something fresh, I can make a shiny new automaton. You mean it? If you're sure then, please and thanks. For the basis of this new art piece, let's see. I'm thinking about a creature with a big eye that sort of is always jumping around, and that won't be good enough on its own. I need something that'll help me imagine the new automaton blasting upward in a nifty kind of way. I'm looking for something that shoots hot smoke out of its backside to blast forward. If you find a thing or monster that might fit my vision, please place it on the pedestal. If the inspiration hits me, I'll be able to make the most flashy automatons. Yep. Thank you. He needs something that can jump around, and we literally have only one enemy that can jump around, and that's going to be the Tektite. Tektite. Oh, would you look at that? Let me have a gander. That's it. It matches my concept perfectly. Thanks for finding it for me. Only thing that's out there is one more step to sort out. The real zingy automaton. And this is going to be something that shoots smoke out of its backside. And that's going to be the Mothula. Oh, would you look at that? Let me have a gander. That's it. It matches my concept perfectly. Thanks for finding it for me. What? Oh, I feel it in my bones. I'm burning with inspiration. Woohoo! I'll keep a huge eyeball and then top it off with a glitzy metallic body. To finish the job, I'll add custom rockets to make it launch in a real showy way. Yahoo! Now that's what I call a snazzy automaton. I name it the Tektite. I don't hear how it's any different from the original thing. I know it's spelled different, but if it's not pronounced different, is it really different? And there we go. It's a Tektite that just has a little windy thing on it. It's a flashy automaton that can launch high into the sky with a huge leap. Better yet, when it jumps, it blasts away any nearby monsters. So it's got some real kick to it. I hope you make good use of it on your journey. Yeah, one more thing. You got the clockwork key. Use that to wind him up. It's precious, one of a kinder, so don't go losing it. Okay, anyways, let's head to Dampé's journal. A jovial explosion automaton that leaves destruction in its wake. And for the second one, he's gonna need a creature that spits stones out of its mouth. But that won't be enough. I'm thinking a firework that whooshes into the air would be great for a little extra something. I know there's a guy on Elden Volcano who crafts fireworks, so it might check there. So first let's go and head inside of Goron City itself. And if we make our way to the second floor, you're going to be seeing this bedroom on the right. Let's head on inside and speak to this guy that says, time to light him up. Fireworks. They're bursts with color, spirit, and craftsmanship. He's going to be asking you for an ingredient called blast powder soil, which is required for his new fireworks. We need to make our way to the warp point right outside of the rock roast quarry. And if you just walk a little bit over here to the left, you're going to be seeing this glistening little bit. And that's going to be blast powder soil. Returning back to Goron City and speaking with the Goron again, I smell rotten eggs. That means sulfur. And now he's going to be able to make himself new fireworks for all of the Gorons to enjoy. Since you helped me out, you get a front row seat to the show. Here we go. And he's going to be setting off fireworks. I can't thank you enough. Maybe we'll speak on this later. Here's a purple rupee. More important than that, we completed the quest of the fireworks artist, and we can learn fireworks. I know that an Octorok is the thing that he needs to see. That matches his concept perfectly, thank you so much. And for the second bit is going to be the fireworks that we just learned. Whoa, would you look at that? Let me have a gander. That's it, matches my concept perfectly. What? Oh, I feel it in my bones, I'm burning with inspiration, wahoo. Dampé's gonna be getting to work over here, making yourself your new automaton. And this is the Toktorok. It's basically like a machine gun turret that shoots out explosives, which is pretty great, and that's going to be the quest Explosions Galore. After you unlock the Toktorok automaton, you're going to be getting access to Dampé's journal over here, which is going to be having 3 quests for you to make 3 different automatons. So the third automaton that you're going to be making is right here called the Gizmol. I don't have any footage of me doing this because I put down a hard save after I did do it, and then all the footage got corrupt. But in a great summary, he's going to be asking you for a squishy enemy for inspiration, which is just a Zol, the easiest thing in the entire game to get. It's your first enemy. And then he's going to be asking for a music box, and he's specifically talking about the prismatic music box that you get from Hyrule Ranch. In order to get the prismatic music box, you have to do the quest in order to get a rental horse at the ranch, and then after the events of Hyrule Castle, speak to Impa, complete the quest Impa's Gift to get your own horse, then you have to go to the ranch and do the flag races. Only after you complete the flag race that gets you the prismatic music box can you come back here and do this with Dampé. The specific race that you need to finish is the medium course, and you need to do it in the time that's listed there. I did do a whole video on how you could actually do all of these flag races. Since then, pinned comment, you can actually, while on horseback, just move the tree out of your way to make your life a little bit easier. So go ahead, do all that, get yourself the prismatic music box, talk to Dampé, and he's going to be giving you your third automaton, the Gizmol. Your fourth automaton is going to be the quest Endless Stomach. Now, notes are below that he needs a creature that snaps and swallows things whole with its gaping jaws, and special bits that have great chomping ability. For this, you're going to be needing the echo of the Deku Baba level 2, or, without even making your way to Scrubbiton, getting the Bio Deku Baba that you got in the Water Temple. Go ahead, plop it on there. Oh, would you look at that? Let me have a gander. That's it, it matches my concept perfectly. Thanks for finding it for me. There's still one more thing. That one more thing is the Steel Trap. Now the Steel Trap you're going to be getting from the Acorn Quest guide just to the left of Kakariko Village. After you have the Froggy Charm, you have so much time to do this. All you have to do is make your way in a clockwise fashion from the starting platform, making your way up with a spider, and then you're going to be able to beat this in underneath probably about half the time that he asked for, and for doing it lightning fast, you're going to be getting yourself the Steel Trap. Now that you have the Steel Trap, let's talk to Dampé. Click I want an automaton. The Steel Trap, it's all yours. Do keep in mind for these last 3, you have to speak to Dampé for him to take the key item out of your inventory. It's not just something that you can plop down on the ground. And this is the High Deku Baba. The High Deku Baba is exactly like the Bio Deku Baba, or like the Deku Baba level 2, except he digests enemies significantly faster, making him just an upgrade in every single way, except for the whole you have to wind him up bit. But he doesn't cost any triangles, so that's the trade-off. Your fifth automaton is going to be Chopamin 2. Chopamin 2 is a fearless automaton that can slice through anything blocking its path. He needs a monster with the sword who fights alongside others, and then he also needs a special weapon. The very basic enemy of the Sword Moblin, if you go ahead and plop him down over here. Would you look at that? Let me have a gander. That's it, it matches my concept perfectly. There's only one more step. Now for this, you're going to need the Heirloom Katana. The Heirloom Katana is going to be a reward for you at the Dream Dojo after completing 6 of his levels. After completing the first 2, you get a piece of heart. After completing the next 2, you're going to be getting the first mastery, which reduces energy consumption by a little bit. And then after completing your 6th one, you're going to be given the Heirloom Katana. The Heirloom Katana, honestly, I thought it was going to be a cool weapon when you first get it, but no, it's for this, which is cool in its own way. Let's talk to Dampé. I want an automaton. Chop him in 2. Let's have a closer look at what you got there. It's beautiful. Here you go. This is probably one of the 2 best automatons in the entire game. And this is the Roboblin. The Roboblin is a samurai moblin who has an amazing radius, who just does one extremely powerful attack at all of the enemies. 10 out of 10 recommend, great time using him. Now, after completing all 5 automatons, there's going to be another special entry called Get Rich Quick. He came up with an idea about how to turn that meanie of a crow into an automaton. So he wants a crow and something flashy. I do love it how the other ones were just kind of vague, and now like he's vindictive about the crow. So just go ahead and put a crow down for him. And in order to complete this, you're going to need the Golden Fan. The Golden Fan you can get in the Gerudo Desert at the Oasis after doing Mango Rush level 2 and getting every single mango there. You can do this by either putting a trampoline down on the left and on the right, or since you're going to be doing this after the events at Hyrule Castle and you have the Froggy Charm, you're going to be able to hop up on the left side and the right side no problem. In addition, once you're doing this and you're probably grinding Mango Rush for rupees, you're going to be able to get the outfit that makes your spin radius even bigger. When your spin radius is bigger, you're going to be able to knock all this out super easy, barely an inconvenience. I want to get rich quick, don't we all? So I could have this Golden Fan? You sure can, man. Ooh-wee! I'll make a sparkling gold automaton. It'll be my finest work yet. I'll use the Golden Fan for this part. Yahoo! Now that's what I call a snazzy automaton. Meet the Goldfinch. The Goldfinch is a fantastic automaton because anytime that you would be grabbing onto any echo with wings in order to get yourself across large chasms, instead the Goldfinch never actually needs to refresh itself. So you could just go as far as you want the entire time. Also, anytime that it hits an enemy, now it does take a while to wind up, but when it does do an attack, you're going to be getting about 50 rupees every single time that you hit one of these enemies for the first time. You're not quite done yet with Dampé. In case one of your automatons ever gets injured, you could speak to him and actually repair it. And also, after completing all of the automatons, you get the option of the Clockwork Bangle. The Clockwork Bangle costs 5 Monster Stones. I have 14, so you're going to be fine. And the Clockwork Bangle makes it so that you're going to be able to wind up your automatons even faster. I don't know if you know this, but you can actually make your automaton's energy last about 15% longer. All you have to do is just scroll up slightly on this video and look at that big red button that says subscribe and tap that. If you're already subscribed, then this feature is already active in your game. But in case you didn't know, if you hit the subscribe button, all of your automatons last 15% longer. I promise, 100% guaranteed, or your money back. That's all the automatons and how to get them in Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. If you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.